evening. Hello and welcome. You're with the news today, your primetime destination for news, newsmakers, talking points Tuesday night. The big talking point is who is going to win this battle for control of the Nationalist Congress Party, Pawar versus Pawar. Also, is the BJP now looking to take the Maharashtra model to other states by breaking the opposition? Mission 2024, the great hunt for allies. Derek O'Brien of the TMC is among my guests tonight as we look at that issue carefully. But first, as always, it's time for the 9 headlines at 9. The war for the NCP escalates. Sharad Pawar warns nephew Ajit against using his name and pictures in the new NCP office. Big show of strength by both factions tomorrow. Who will win the battle for Maharashtra? Finance portfolio now becomes a sticking point for the new government in Maharashtra. Ajit Pawar's NCP faction demands the lucrative finance and planning portfolios. The Shinde camp objects. A big BJP organizational rejig ahead of 2024. G. Kishan Reddy takes charge of Telangana instead of Bandi Sanjay. Ex-Congress stalwart Sunil Jakhar to head the BJP's Punjab unit. Urination shocker from Madhya Pradesh. Alleged BJP youth member urinates on a labourer. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan takes stock, vows to slap NSA against the accused. Siddaramaiah government orders a judicial probe over 40% cut money charge against erstwhile Bomai government. Retired High Court judge to head the probe. Prime Minister Modi hosts a virtual SCO summit with Putin, Xi and Shehbaz Sharif. The Prime Minister hits out at countries sponsoring cross-border terror, but doesn't take on China on its transgressions across the LAC. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami meets Prime Minister Modi to discuss the Uniform Civil Code drafts as One Nation, One Law will be implemented soon. After nearly 2 months of violence, schools set to reopen in stripe-torn Manipur from Wednesday. Chief Minister Biren Singh says schools will reopen amidst tight security. Indian consulate in San Francisco set on fire by alleged Khalistani's second attack on the consulate in 4 months. The US strongly condemns it. But the big story that's breaking at the moment, the urination horror that's taken place in Madhya Pradesh. Visuals showing an individual who has political links, Pravesh Shukla, urinating on a tribal labourer. The video has drawn sharp reactions from the opposition parties in poll-bound Madhya Pradesh after the accused was identified allegedly as a Yuva BJP Morcha member linked to BJP MLA Kedar Shukla. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has vowed to impose the National Security Act against the accused. The Congress has launched a scathing attack on the Chauhan government, alleging the BJP doesn't protect the interests of tribals. The Aam Aadmi Party has also stepped in, slammed the BJP and said the man is not urinating just on the poor man's face, but on the entire system in this country. Those are the images which have shocked people. Pravesh Shukla accused urinating on a Dalit man there, Dalit tribal man there. Let's get more details from Heminder Sharma. Heminder, first, this individual, Dalit or tribal labourer, let's get that clear. And who is this person, Pravesh Shukla?
Rawat and alias Palek Cole. He's a tribal and he comes from a village which is about 20 kilometers from the CD district headquarters. And the man who's seen district headquarters and the man who's seen urinating on this person has been identified as Pravesh Shukla. He is a vice president of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha and is also the local representative of the BJP MLA Kedar Shukla. The BJP is saying they have nothing to do with him, but his appointment, when he was appointed as the vice president of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, that letter is out there in the public domain. And also the day he was appointed as the representative of Kedar Shukla. That particular day, a local newspaper carried a news story that was published that day that is also out there in the public domain. This incident happened about 6 days back, and after the incident came to light on social media, when it came into public domain, the accused Parvesh Shukla had the guts, the temerity to once again get hold of this victim and then get him to sign a affidavit in which he is saying that Parvesh Shukla has done nothing wrong to him and he doesn't want to complain against him. It is only today, when the opposition Congress Party started taking up the matter, that the Chief Minister intervened, fearing that this might turn out into be a huge political controversy, because this man is a tribal and the entire politics of Bharatiya Janata Party is to reach out to the tribals in Madhya Pradesh, keeping the elections that are bound to happen by the end of this year in mind. So the Chief Minister
what is the background and
will be slapped against this man, and
what is the background and context for this man to do what he did? What is the explanation that is being offered?
Well, no one has questioned this man till now. He's at large right now. He has not been questioned by the police yet. The people who brought this issue to light, they are saying that this man was drunk, and this is not the first time that he has misbehaved with people out there. Not just him, there are other representatives of Kedar Shukla. It is being alleged that they have been harassing people, particularly tribals in the area, and they have been also been into the business of land grabbing. So they just did it out of, I mean, they could do it to anyone, anytime, because they were just drunk on power and drunk on alcohol. So they did it, and after that, a couple of days later, when this video came out, they had the guts to once again get hold of this man and get him to sign an affidavit, and when nothing worked, today they started circulating a message that this man was mentally unstable, and this incident probably happened 3 months back. But the fact is that this happened 6 days back, and this man is a laborer. He works as a daily wager to make a living. I spoke to his elder brother's cousin elder brother's daughter. The family is terrified. The police, instead of arresting the accused, they have taken this victim into custody and sent him to an undisclosed location. No one is able to track him. The family members are also not in touch with him. So I spoke to the SI there. He said that he had asked him to come to the police station because he was not willing to register a case.
And you said Parvesh Shukla is absconding. Am I correct that Parvesh Shukla is absconding? And the police, that the Chief Minister now says NSA will be imposed 6 days later.
Parvesh Shukla is absconding, still at large. Police, but just about 5 to 10 minutes back, went to his house. They found his wife and mother over there. They have been taken to the police station. So they are being questioned about his whereabouts because of the political pressure that has now come. But Parvesh Shukla, as till this moment, has not been arrested.
Okay. Hemendra Sharma joining us on that shocker from Madhya Pradesh. Why does it require political intervention or a political uproar or media uproar for the police to act in a case like this? Does this individual have these political connections that have enabled him to get away? He must be given exemplary punishment. Simply unacceptable what's happened there in Madhya Pradesh. Let's turn from there to all that's happening in the political drama in Maharashtra. The Pawar versus Pawar tussle in Mumbai. Let's tell you the very latest. The war for the NCP has escalated. Sharad Pawar has warned nephew Ajit Pawar against using his name and pictures at any events. A big show of strength by both factions is expected to take place tomorrow. Both camps have called a meeting of their MLAs and MPs in Mumbai. The Ajit Pawar faction claims the support of over 40 MLAs, which is more than the 36 needed to escape the anti-defection law. But the Sharad Pawar camp has rejected that claim. The role of the Speaker, Rahul Narvekar, will be critical in deciding who is the real NCP. Speaking to India Today, Mr. Narvekar said he is certain the claims, he's yet to ascertain the claims made by the two factions. Now, even as the number crunching is still on, Ajit Pawar has got down to business. He inaugurated a new NCP office near Mantralaya, which is the administrative headquarters of the Maharashtra government. Meanwhile, portfolio allocation is becoming a hot potato for the new government. Ajit Pawar's NCP faction has demanded the finance and irrigation portfolios. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Shiv Sena MLAs, meanwhile, are protesting against giving important portfolios to the NCP. Let's go straight across to our Mumbai bureau editor, Mumbai Tak editor, Sahil Joshi joins me. Sahil, big show of strength expected between the two factions. Sharad Pawar in South Mumbai, Ajit Pawar in the suburbs. how do the numbers stack up at the moment? Who, in your estimation, has a majority of the MLAs with them?
Well, at this point of time, both the fractions are claiming that, that they have the numbers. And most importantly, it is Ajit Pawar fraction who is unofficially claiming that they have at least 40 MLAs with them. At the same time, Sharad Pawar fraction, who has been telling me that almost 27 to 30 MLAs are with them at this point of time. But, I don't think that right now it is number game, because it's not going to yield anything. The number game is important when you have to make the government. Right now the government is already made. The numbers will be important when the fight will go to the Election Commission. At this point of time, the Supreme Court verdict has made it very clear that the Speaker will have to take a decision that who is the whip of the party, by deciding first that which is the real political party. Is it Ajit Pawar NCP fraction, or is it Sharad Pawar NCP fraction? And that you have seen that with respect to Shiv Sena, the decision is still pending. This decision may appear later. So, it can take a lot of time. There is a lot of reasonable time with the Speaker to take that decision. So, both the fractions know it very well that after the Supreme Court verdict, the number game has changed. There is no need for the number game. Right now, the perception building will happen and a game of patience will start, because finally...
So, who is ahead in that perception game? Sahil, who is ahead in that perception game at the moment? Who is ahead? Sharad Pawar is claiming that a number of his loyalists are still with him. Ajit Pawar has inaugurated a new NCP office today. The likes of Praful Patel and others are with him. Who is ahead in the perception game? If you are saying this is about perception, who is ahead, uncle or nephew?
Well, uncle is trying to portray that the real NCP is with him at this point of time, and that's why he's going to tour the state to claim that the real cadre, the voters of NCP are there with him at this point of time. But whereas what you see on the Ajit Pawar side, the people who have been there with Sharad Pawar since ages, Dilip Walse Patil, Praful Patel, Chagat Bhujbal, who were part of the Sharad Pawar group when NCP was formed in 1999. Though all those people are the second lieutenants, the third lieutenants are with Ajit Pawar. So the people who were supporting the uncle are with Ajit Pawar here, and uncle is finding the new people around him so that he can rebuild his party. The term which he used, the rebuilding of the party. So that means his old party has been snatched away by the nephew, and he is now trying to rebuild the party on the basis of the political capital he has earned since 1999. So please understand how the NCP was formed. You know Rajdeep very well than me, because you were here in Bombay at that particular time. That in 99, the people in the Congress who believed in Sharad Pawar more defected Congress and went with Sharad Pawar to form the Nationalist Congress Party. Now the same people are deserting him and going with Ajit Pawar and believe in him that he is the one who can lead that particular NCP ahead. Whereas Sharad Pawar is now saying that he will bring in the young blood, and you will see the new faces in Maharashtra Assembly in 2024.
One name that I'm being told for our viewers, grandnephew of Ajit Pawar, Rohit Pawar, he could well be someone whom Sharad Pawar will project as potentially generation next. We'll wait and see how this plays out, but Sahil Joshi, we'll monitor that perception battle that takes place tomorrow very closely between the two camps. Joining us from Mumbai. The split in the NCP is taking place at a time when the opposition was planning to come together in large numbers to take on the Modi government. The BJP, for its part, is also looking to stitch its own alliances with parties like the Akali Dal in Karnataka, possibly with the Janata Dal Secular of Devagowda and Son. Will the opposition parties, therefore, be able to fortify their alliance, their Mahagathbandhan, or will the BJP now look to break parties and get new allies? That's going to be the focus. The battle for 2024 has already begun. Take a look.
First, a split in the Shiv Sena. Now, a split in the Nationalist Congress Party. The BJP, which won majority on its own in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, is adding to its friends list in the run-up to 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The The BJP's great ally hunt comes after the rude shock it suffered in the Karnataka Assembly elections and a growing realization that it could be on a weaker wicket in states like Maharashtra and Bihar that sent over 80 MPs to the Lok Sabha. The party is making no bones about its search for allies.
2024 की दृष्टि से भी इन दलों का साथ में जुड़ना और कई और दलों का भारत के विकास के लिए एक मजबूत, निरंतर और स्थिर सरकार भारत के हित में देखते हैं तो लोगों का जुड़ना स्वाभाविक है.
Estranged NDA allies like Om Prakash Rajbhar's SBSP have started making a beeline to join the Modi bandwagon for 2024 polls.
विधानसभा का चुनाव 27 में होगा, लोकसभा का चुनाव आ रहा है, तो हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी पड़ती है बलिया में, तो बलिया लड़ लेवे के चाहिए जाके ना. हमारे यहाँ दरवाजा सबके लिए खुला रहता है, आइए जाइए बात करिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
In Karnataka, BJP leader Yadurappa said BJP will come together with H.D. Kumaraswamy's JDS on key issues.
Kumaraswamy and we together will fight in future.
The tremors of opposition quake were even felt in Bihar, where BJP claimed that several leaders from Nitish Kumar's JDU were willing to defect.
जब से नीतीश कुमार ने राहुल गांधी को एक प्रकार से अगली लड़ाई के लिए नेता स्वीकार कर लिया और तेजस्वी यादव को अपना उत्तराधिकारी बना दिया, तब से जनता दल में विद्रोह की स्थिति है. कोई भी जनता दल का विधायक सांसद न तो राहुल गांधी को स्वीकार करने के लिए तैयार है और न ही तेजस्वी यादव को.
In Punjab, there is big buzz about Akali Dal's return to the NDA fold. If it gets the seat share deal it is angling for. The opposition is putting up a brave front, claiming their unity project is intact.
NCP तो बहुत बड़ा पार्टी पहले भी नहीं था, अभी तो और भी नहीं रहा. तो ऑपोजिशन यूनिटी जैसा चल रहा था वैसा ही.
Opposition unity has so far been a mirage, with many of BJP's rivals not ready to see eye to eye. Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao is attempting to create his own anti-Modi front. He met SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav on Monday. The battle lines for 2024 are not clearly drawn yet. Bureau Report, India Today.
So the big question, is the Maharashtra model now going to be replicated across the country? Is the BJP looking to split the opposition wide open? Will 2024 become a battle of alliances? Is anti-Modism still a glue that can hold the opposition together? Will the Maharashtra effect spread to other states? Some of the questions we'll raise. GVL Narasimha Rao is the BJP's MP. Abhishek Jha is JDU spokesperson, a party that is, some say, also next target for the BJP. And Charan Singh Sapra is Congress spokesperson and a Mumbaikar, so knows all that's happening in Maharashtra. But to you, GVL Narasimha Rao, am I right to suggest today Maharashtra, tomorrow Bihar, who knows where next? Is the BJP now on the hunt to either break parties or win over fresh allies? You're on mute, sir. You're on mute, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rajdeep, good evening to you, panelists and all the viewers. It is not the BJP which is on a hunt. It is several regional parties in several states which are feeling insecure about their own future, who are feeling stifled by their lack of leadership in their own parties. People who are feeling suffocated by the dynastic culture in the party, where family members only get promoted and people who have given their sweat and blood for the party have no future in the party whatsoever. So it is this kind of suffocation in regional parties which is making them exit from their parties.
Are you saying that the BJP has a hands-off approach? Are you seriously telling me that the BJP is not making any effort to break these parties or woo these parties? I am told that Amit Shah ji has had late-night meetings with Chandrababu Naidu. The same Chandrababu Naidu who was your opponent 5 years ago in Andhra Pradesh, late-night meetings. I am told that the Akalis are also in discussion with the BJP. The BJP is letting out the fact they claim that even a section of the JDU could split and join them. I mean, are you telling me all of this is happening without the BJP being involved? These parties are imploding on their own?
Yes, certainly. Implosion in these parties has nothing to do with the BJP. But if somebody who splits away, because we had a government in Maharashtra which was running as a stable government, and the NCP's internal turmoil has led to a split, or rather I would say the entire party leaving lock, stock and barrel and joining with the BJP, or joining the BJP in the coalition government. This is certainly not an effort by the BJP. You can, if it was so easy that BJP makes an effort and you can split political parties, then I think no party should be existing. Then we can make an effort to bring every party into the BJP fold. It doesn't happen that way. Let's not kid ourselves. In politics, political parties, they work according to their own interests. Leaders certainly work according to their own future. Otherwise, why should we be having all 543?
Well, you know, we never know. There's a joke going on WhatsApp that the final person to split will be Rahul Gandhi, who will one day join you. At the moment, he's the one holding out. Everyone else is vulnerable. That's a joke on WhatsApp. Charan Singh Sapra, but respond to what you're hearing from GBL. He says, look, parties are imploding. NCP has a battle within Pawar versus Pawar. Why blame us? They may be the beneficiaries, but according to him, the BJP is not actively seeking any allies. Parties are coming to them because they believe the BJP is the future.
See, Rajdeep, if the parties are, there is an echo, please remove this. If the parties are imploding, then why Bharatiya Janata Party is allying with the people whom they themselves have said that they are Bhrashtacharis? Why are they allying with them? Or why are they taking them into their party? Number one. See, Rajdeep, the issue mainly is that Bharatiya Janata Party, who calls themselves the so-called Majboot Party, Majboot BJP, is turned out to be a Majboor BJP after the Patna alliance meeting. And secondly, they also understand that they have lost 2 assembly elections, that is Himachal and Karnataka, within a span of 6-7 months. And they tried everything in Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh. Even Himachal was a Hindu majority state. They could not win over there. Even Pakistan and polarization both could not help them. Even Basavna and Bajrangbali did not come to the rescue of Bharatiya Janata Party, because they also knew that BJP is working on 3 J's. That is Jhoot, Jumla and Jugglery. The way they have done the jugglery in Maharashtra, the whole nation is watching. The way they did the jugglery earlier in Madhya Pradesh or Karnataka or Goa or Manipur,
Mr. Sapra, you're calling it jugglery.
The whole nation is
you're calling it jugglery, but why are your
jugglery.
people so willing to be juggled? You know, let's be clear. Why is it that the NCP is so, in Maharashtra, for example, is so willing to be juggled? Why are other parties so willing to be wooed by the BJP? Tali do haath se bajti hai.
See, I'm answering you. See, the way BJP is using the ED, IT, CBI, all the government agencies are being used as the toolkit of Bharatiya Janata Party's election process. Now, these agencies, if they are being used by BJP as toolkit, everybody is scared. You see who has joined this alliance government. It is Ajit Pawar, whom they said that he's a Bhrashtachari. Hassan Mushrif, Kirit Somaiya was shouting, he was yelling, he's a chore. And they have taken that chore as a minister. Then Chhagan Bhujbal, all these people, BJP has been saying that they are the Bhrashtacharis. It is not Congress Party who is saying. It is BJP who said, and it is the Prime Minister of the country who also said that he will give a guarantee to fight the Bhrashtacharis. Now the same Prime Minister is allying with these Bhrashtacharis. He has to answer to the nation. वो कहते हैं कि ना खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा, लेकिन यहाँ आप कह रहे हैं कि खाने वालों को प्रोत्साहन भी दूंगा और खाने की खुली इजाजत दूंगा. What is going on in this country? Just for power, just to grab power, the thirst of power of BJP is not going.
You made the point, you made it strongly, but GBL, you want to respond before I go to the JDU guest? Because the fact is, you know, the BJP claims that they are the party which is above all this, the politics of corruption. And yet what you seem to be doing is, because ahead of the 2024 elections, you want to break the opposition. You're willing to compromise on what you claim was your stand on corruption. That's the reality. The same Chandrababu Naidu who was targeting you, as I said 5 years ago, Amit Shah is now in conversation, in dialogue with him. The same Ajit Pawar, whom you said is the epitome of corruption, who Devendra Fadnavis said, I will send to jail, you are now, is your deputy chief minister. Is the BJP getting desperate ahead of 2024 in some way, sir?
No, Rajdeep, all the names that you mentioned, these are political leaders who have been making strong overtures to the BJP, who have been wanting to, because they all have been out of power. It is BJP has been in power. For God's sake, we are in power for 9 years. And
no, so then why do you need these leaders? No, if you are in power, if you are so confident of winning 2024, why do you need to break parties? Why do you need to take the same people whom you've called corrupt? That's the question.
No, there is no question of breaking political parties, Rajdeep. And it's not the BJP.
No, why take in ministers accused of corruption then? If you are so confident, why take in these ministers? Either then you are a washing machine for them, or you are desperate to break the opposition. Which is
no,
it?
But is Congress Party saying that they had made Ajit Pawar corrupt, fully knowing that he was? They had made him deputy chief minister, fully knowing he was corrupt? Or is Sharad Pawar willing to say this on record?
BJP was saying that he's corrupt.
Is Sharad Pawar willing to say this on record? Can Sharad Pawar claim himself to be clean? Can Rahul Gandhi say he's
BJP
clean?
who was
They are all
labeling
facing
Ajit Pawar
charges.
as corrupt, not Congress.
Okay, they are claiming you are... Congress is claiming BJP said they were corrupt.
No, but then...
Yeah.
Then you are not going, because they are already facing certain charges, and whatever cases are ongoing against anybody, they will go never, irrespective of whether they have joined the government or outside the government, whether it is of BJP or that of UPA.
Okay.
It does not matter. We have not dropped any cases against anybody.
Okay, let me just bring in Abhishek Jha, who is patiently listening, JDU, because the belief is, Aaj Maharashtra, kal Bihar. Today Maharashtra, tomorrow Bihar. The next vulnerable party, according to BJP sources, is the JDU. They will target Nitish Kumar's MLAs and try and break the JDU. How worried is the JDU now that you could be next?
We were earlier also relaxed and now also very much relaxed. Busy in doing work for the welfare of the society and the responsibility which the people of Bihar have given to Honorable Nitish Kumar. I would like to answer.
No, but this is a Nitish Kumar who has tied up with the BJP in the past. Who is to say that some of your JDU MLAs may not want to switch to the BJP? Everyone wants power and protection.
See, many of the states have witnessed how BJP have used their tools, have used their Sam, Dam, Dandabhed just to acquire power, just to be in the government. They have utilized every tool they have. But Bihar is the only state which has taught a very strong and good lesson to the BJP. Bihar is the state which has given a message to the entire nation that there can be change. And BJP here is filled with fear. Rajdeep, I agree with the fact that what has happened in Maharashtra can also take place in Bihar. In Maharashtra, a party in the opposition, many of the MLAs can join the government. Here also in Bihar, the main opposition party, BJP, there's so many leaders, their MLAs, MPs are very much willing to join hands with the Mahagathbandhan. But we have to decide the process and whom to choose.
But Abhishek Jha, only yesterday the charge sheets have now been filed in the railway job scam case where Tejasvi Yadav has been named. In the past, Nitish Kumar had targeted Tejasvi Yadav and the Yadavs for corruption. Now they are partners. So, you know, politics mein sab kuch chalta hai, it looks like. How confident are you that your Mahagathbandhan will remain? This Bihar Mahagathbandhan, will it remain till 2024?
Why not? We are very much confident about it. As per my information, Rajdeep, the charge sheet which has been put up now, the charges which have been put on Tejasvi Yadav ji, were earlier also put up on him, and the CBI itself claimed that he is away from those charges. But CBI now is intentionally putting up such cases in order to threaten the leaders of opposition.
Right.
But we are very sure of the fact that they will never be successful in their mission.
Okay.
In Bihar,
you're
under the
saying they
leadership
won't.
of
You're
Nitish
saying
Kumar,
they
are very
won't.
strong.
Okay. You're saying that your Gathbandhan is strong, but Charan Singh Sapra, let's understand this. For the Congress at the moment, this Mahagathbandhan is seen as their way of taking on the Modi government in 2024. Are you worried that because there are so many differences within this Mahagathbandhan, let's be honest, Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress have a lot of differences. The left and the Congress in Kerala have differences. KCR in Telangana doesn't want to have anything to do with the Congress. Are you going to go down the Mahagathbandhan route, or are you going to go down the route of first strengthening the Congress and then seeing what happens in 2024?
See, Rajdeep, number one, I would like to say कि हमारे में मतभेद हैं लेकिन मनभेद नहीं है. We will handle the situation. And the 2024 election will be, like 2004 election. There will be some pre-poll alliances and some will be the post-poll alliances. Like in 2004, we had pre-poll alliances. We got 140 seats under the leadership of Srimati Sonia Gandhi. A candidate for Prime Minister was selected, and Dr. Manmohan Singh comfortably, he could run the government for 10 years. We had post-poll alliances also. So similarly, in 2024, we'll have pre-poll alliances as well as some post-poll alliances, and there will be no issue. The major issue is that we have to fight on the issues of people. It will be Modi versus Mudda. Modi on one side and issues on the other side. So the fight of 2024 will be Modi versus Mudda.
Okay, Modi versus Mudda. Nice.
You're coming up. Unemployment, it will be inflation.
Yeah, you're coming up with nice one-liners. Modi versus Mudda, poverty, unemployment, economic distress will be the issues. A final word, GVL Narasimha Rao. How worried is the BJP? You're smiling through this show. The BJP seems to believe that 2024 is a done deal. Do you really believe it's a done deal, or do you believe that picture abhi baki hai?
Rajdeep, the manner in which BJP works, I'm sure journalists like you keep track of what is happening. We have fanned out into 543 constituencies for the last 1 month. For the last year and a half, in 150 constituencies which are considered tough constituencies, all our ministers and senior leaders have been visiting everywhere. We are in the process of even appointing new state presidents in some states.
You've done
and
it today.
Keeping the organization battle ready. The opposition, by the time Rahul Gandhi goes for another foreign yatra and comes back, he will realize that he may not get the number of seats that he has got last time for the Congress in 2019. Okay, so the speed at which the speed, the scale, the three S's the Honorable Prime Minister speaks of: speed, scale, and also the intensity of the efforts that BJP makes are so humongous. And as a political party, we take pride in ourselves.
Okay.
For us, we have to work towards gaining the confidence of the people. We have to expand our party. We have to keep ourselves battle ready for 2024 to improve upon our present strength of 303.
Okay, and that's why
we are confident of doing that.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Where then the Ajit Pawars and the Chhagan Bhujbals and the Hassan Mushrifs, whom you accused of corruption not too long ago, fit in, is of course another big question. But we will continue raising those questions. This is one show which will raise questions of all, is all I can promise ahead of 2024. Abhishek Jha, Charan Singh Sapra, GVL Narasimha Rao, appreciate your joining us. Okay, what then is the road ahead for the opposition? Remember, they had this big meeting in Patna, and now they are planning another one in Bengaluru. Derek O'Brien, TMC Rajya Sabha leader, joins us. He was there at the Patna meeting. Appreciate your joining us, Derek O'Brien. If I'm not mistaken, I was told you were at the lunch table with Praful Patel of the NCP. And the same Praful Patel was on my show last night saying this Mahagathbandhan is a non-starter. One of the reasons we've joined hands with the BJP and the leadership of Modi is what we trust. This Mahagathbandhan is not going to take off. Your response?
I can tell you who else was at that lunch table, and I can tell you who else was at that meeting, because that's important. The people at the meeting, and I'm not talking about people like me who were accompanying our leaders, leave them out. There were, all parties had 1 or 2 people accompanying their party president. At that meeting, party president, party chief, That group of core leaders, including my leader Mamata Banerjee, Mr. Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Stalin, Mr. Kejriwal, Mr. Pawar, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, that if you take that one group, that adds up to about 25 terms of chief minister. That group adds up to about 50 terms as members of parliament. That group adds up to 400 years of public life. That is all of them.
That group
together.
adds up, Mr. Derek O'Brien, to less than 150 MPs.
I see. So you finished. I was giving you my explanation. You've already done the survey, 150 MPs. That group has obviously had some serious effect, because after the Patna summit, less than 10 days ago, the washing machine business has started. And by the way, you keep using the washing machines. What I've picked up is that the Washing Machine Association of India may object to the term washing machine being used because it's an insulting, the BJP's actions are even insulting the washing machines. But on a more serious note, what is on offer? Let's say what is on offer, because in 2024 and beyond that, 3 or 4 basic issues on offer. On one side, what we are humbly offering the country is democracy. On the other side, there's dictatorship. We're offering the young people of the country jobs and controlling price rise. On the other side, no jobs, no control of price rise. And we are offering the country that the guiding book will be the constitution, federalism, and on the other side, break it all up. And there's one other very important thing.
No, you're all very well job. Where is your clear economic agenda? Where is your clear economic agenda? Where is the political cohesion? Where is the chemistry?
Very nice. Mr. Sardesai, what are you asking me about? Economic agenda. You're asking me about political agenda. You're asking me about chemistry. Let me talk to you first. Before chemistry, let's talk about humility. At the Patna summit and at the Bengaluru summit and in the forthcoming summits, we have the humility to say that we don't know everything, that we occasionally make mistakes and we can fix those mistakes. You've asked me 3 questions on economic agenda, political agenda, and something else. Did you or anybody else in your very respected channel ask the Prime Minister any of these questions when he came to you? You didn't. You ask us the questions, we have the humility to come on your channels and try and answer the questions. That's the difference, Mr. Sardesai. We have the humility to admit that we don't have perfect answers, but we do not agree that Manipur should not be discussed. A leader from the Congress Party went to Manipur. My leader, Mamata Banerjee, wrote a letter in June. That's the difference. And I really believe this is not the time to shout and come up with catchy slogans. No. The people of India have seen enough of this arrogance. And you talk about the BJP, it's not the BJP. It's Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah's BJP. They disrespect Parliament.
Mr. Derek O'Brien, I will put a direct question to you. Since your Patna meet, Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress have been in a war of words here in Delhi. One minute. Since the Patna meet, a Congress leader of Karnataka was arrested, senior Congress leader in Kerala was arrested by the left-ruled government there. Since that meet, K. Chandrasekhar Rao is now wooing the likes of Akhilesh Yadav. Since the Patna meet, you've got your Panchayat elections in Bengal where you are contesting against the left and the Congress. Chemistry matters at the moment, and you've got Sharad Pawar's party that has split wide open, including one of the participants there, Praful Patel, shifting to the other side. So therefore the question arises, the Maha Gadbandhan that you are talking about, to some observers, will appear like a Maha Khichdi, which is not yet cooked.
So that's a 55-second question. If you've asked me a 55-second question, then you must give me at least a 120-second answer, because you've raised multiple issues. First, we are different political parties. We are not photocopies of each other. Straight up. There are different issues, and those are issues which will not be discussed in the Bengaluru summit. First, we have to get a broad agreement. We are not one majoritarian, one-size-fits-all. No. We are 15, 14, 16, 18 democratic parties. That doesn't mean we don't run in a system where whatever two leaders of the Patna summit say, everyone must follow. No, we are not Modi and Shah. That's the difference. I was at that meeting, and let me tell you, the graciousness, the generosity of the senior leaders there who spoke, from my leader, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, to Mr. Stalin, to Mr. Gandhi, to Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, to Arvind Kejriwal, to Sharad Pawar, to Omar Abdullah, something very serious happened there. It was much more than a lunch, and it was much more, it was sharing.
No, it's all very well to share, yes, Mr. O'Brien. It's all very well to share thoughts at a lunch. The reality on the ground, no, Mr. O'Brien. What is the reality? The reality, you and the left and the Congress are in a battle, in a war in Bengal. That's the reality. Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress is a battle. This is the reality.
Please understand. No. Mr. Sardesai, you're using these words like war. We are fighting panchayat elections in Bengal. Yes, the local leadership in Bengal of different parties have different alignments. Mr. Kejriwal and the Congress party have a different point of view about Punjab and Delhi. Let's go back to January on your shows, January 2023. Would you have imagined there would have been a Patna summit? Would you have imagined there'd be a Bengaluru summit? Let me confirm here on your program, I'm not the spokesperson on behalf of the summits, but my sense is there'll be a third summit and there'll be a fourth summit. And because the feeling one got at that meeting, and this is not a negative feeling about removing Modi and removing BJP, no, it's a positive feeling about restoring the basics of democracy, of federalism, of deep divisive, interreligious. Let me finish my thought.
Yes.
Mr. Sardesai, you know, you're normally not like this. But today, because you're from Maharashtra, you're getting a little more excited.
I will ask you a simple Mr. O'Brien, a final question. I heard a lot of this in 2019 as well. Ahead of the 2019 elections, you all went to Mr. Kumaraswamy swearing in. All of you were holding each other's hands. Now you attend Siddaramaiah swearing in, and you do the Patna meeting. What happened in 2019? Final question, how is 2024 going to be any different from 2019?
It's already very different. It's already very different. You know, I'll make one last point about how different it is. Mr. Guarantor against corruption, Mr. Modi, a few days ago he said, I'm the guarantor of corruption. The story for India is only one story. This man is the guarantor for corruption, wants to please 100 people. This is the guarantor for corruption who can fill the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad with the corrupt people in his party. Who will you trust as a guarantor for corruption? In Bengal, you will trust Ms. Mamata Banerjee. She's your guarantor for corruption. In the Congress states, you will trust Rahul Gandhi and the local leadership to be the guarantor for corruption.
Mr. O'Brien, there is a long list of TMC leaders also who face charges of corruption.
So don't tell me about corruption.
There are TMC leaders who also face serious charges of corruption.
You said what?
There are TMC leaders who also face serious charges of corruption.
Exactly. Mr. Sardesai, you've said something about TMC leaders, so you have to give me an opportunity to reply. The two TMC leaders who have faced charges of corruption have been expelled and suspended from the party. Hold on. Those who want the washing machine to be used for their corruption, what did they do? Whether they are from Worli, whether they are from Madhya Pradesh, whether they are from wherever in the country, what do? You join the BJP. You go in with your black t-shirt and you come out with a white t-shirt.
Okay.
We are very, very clear. Don't take us, please underestimate us. I want all of you to underestimate this Bengaluru summit. You keep underestimating us, Please carry on doing that.
I'm not underestimating anyone. I've been long enough in this business to know who knows what tomorrow brings. I'm not a soothsayer. My job as always is to ask the questions. Eric O'Brien, looking spiffy in his blue t-shirt. Thanks very much for joining me here on the news today. Let's turn to tonight's ground report, which comes from Bengal, where, remember, next week the big panchayat elections will take place. Ahead of the election, the big question is violence. A day after Governor Ananda Bose sent a 48-hour deadline to bring peace, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has written to the State Election Commission claiming the governor is hampering the poll process. While the political battle continues, India Today visited Bhangar in South 24's Parganas, where the TMC is locked in a fight with the Islamic Secular Front. A ground report.
Bhangar in South 24 Parganas, the epicenter of political violence in Bengal over the last few weeks. 3 people lost their lives in the clashes between the cadres of the Indian Secular Front and the Trinamool Congress as they battled to file nominations for the Panchayat elections.
We from India Today arrived at South 24 Parganas' Bhangar, and we met these people who have claimed that they are not being able to return to their houses. They claim that they are afraid until the elections are done and done peacefully only, they may not be able to return to their houses.
ISF member Asma Khatoon managed to file her papers on June 12th under police protection given by the Calcutta High Court. Asma, a high school history teacher from Kochua, claims she has not returned home since then. The ISF candidate is now staying at a location which she does not want to reveal, citing threats to her life.
নতুন করে একটা আমাকে মানে মেসেজ পাঠালো লোক মাধ্যমে যে ওকে খুন করা হবে, তবে গুলি করে খুন করলে এই মুহূর্তে ভাইরাল হয়ে গেছে, ওটা ইনভেস্টিগেশন হবে বা ওদের উপরে খুনের একটা দায় আসবে, তো ওকে ও যখন রাস্তা দিয়ে যাবে ওকে অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট দেখানো হবে, ও মার্ডারটাকে ওকে মার্ডার করবে অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হিসাবে, মানে গাড়ির তলায় দিয়ে ওকে পিষে দেওয়া হবে, এইরকম একটা থ্রেট।
Asma accuses the state police of being hand in glove with the ruling TMC.
আমার 2 নম্বর ব্লকে আমি যখন ডিসিআরটা কাটছিলাম কাউন্টারে, সেই সময় আরাবুল ইসলাম মানে ভাঙড়ের প্রাক্তন এমএলএ আরাবুল ইসলাম, ওনার দলবল, ওনার সঙ্গে অনেকজন মানে এই 1-200 মতন লোক ছিল, তাদেরকে নিয়ে নিচে নেমে আসলেন এবং আমার দিকে খুব মানে বড় বড় চোখ করে তাকাচ্ছে এবং ওনার সঙ্গে জাজগার মোল্লা ছিল বা আরো ছেলেরা ছিল, তারা আমাকে খুনের হুমকি দিয়েছে, তুই বাইরে বেরো, তোকে দেখে নেবো, তোকে মার্ডার করে দেবো, এই বলে আমাকে হুমকি দিল। আমি সেটাকে ওখানে একজন পুলিশ ছিল, আমি ওনাকে জানালাম যে আপনার সামনে আমাকে হুমকি দিচ্ছে, আপনি কিছু বলছেন না? বললো না, আমার কাজ হচ্ছে লাইন সোজা করা, আমি এগুলোর মধ্যে নেই।
The TMC's Bhangar strongman, Arabul Islam, blamed by the ISF, rejects the charges.
মিথ্যে কথা বলছেন, তো ভাষাটাই মিথ্যে। আমরা ভাঙড়ের সমস্ত মানুষের সাথে কন্টিনিউ যোগাযোগ আছে, আইএসএফ এর ছেলেরা আমাদের চোখের সামনে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছে।
The ISF claims many of its workers are living in fear, away from their homes. Two-party workers recently met Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose to raise their concerns. The TMC has time and again defended its government, saying incidents of violence during Panchayat polls have come down from the days of left rule. With Suryagni Roy in Bhangar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Battle for Bengal. Let's turn from there and end our show tonight with a good news today story. Anna from Kazakhstan runs an NGO in India that works to provide education to underprivileged children. Through her organization, which she started during the COVID pandemic, Anna has now changed the lives of many children. It's a kind of inspiring story that leaves you with our good news today package. You stay well, stay safe. Good night, Shubhratri, Jai Hind, Namaskar.
This woman from Kazakhstan has made it her life's mission to help underprivileged children. Anna started an NGO during COVID-19 to educate children in Jaipur who can't afford going to school. Anna's NGO, called Indian Women Impact, has been at it for 3 years now, changing the lives of so many children for the better. Acting as a bridge for children from less privileged families, she offers quality coaching alongside her team of committed teachers.
The children, those who live in Basti, they go to government school and they come here for study. To get extra knowledge, my parents live in a Basti and they cannot afford expensive course and school for me and my brother and sister. So sir, we come here and study all of those subjects.
Recently, some of the NGO students from disadvantaged backgrounds also performed a French play at the famed National School of Drama in Delhi. Anna and her husband, who is a doctor, use all of their earnings to try to maintain the NGO.
It's been 3 years as we have been running this NGO, Indian Women Impact, and the entire concept is to provide the quality, world-class education to the children from underprivileged backgrounds. And the dream we have is to create the school that can accommodate 5,000